Alright, well, time to grind Genshin again. I can't wait to grind and have fun in this game, since I enjoy playing it. And I'm out of resin. Alright, well, that's all I'm gonna be able to play today, since there's literally no content in this game. Gotta love that. I guess the only thing left for me to do is just get off. Or...
Aristocrats share this.
So you're probably wondering, why would I even do this? And at the time, it seemed like a great idea. Some good content, killing the whole overworld. Who's done that? I looked for it, I can't find it. If you made a whole video on killing the overworld and I was looking for it and I couldn't find it, that's not my fault, that's your fault. And I thought, how hard can it be? It'll be like 2 or 3 hours, right? Right?
What do we have?
Okay. Alright, it's taking a little longer, maybe 6 hours, I'm sure it'll be, 6 hours, Mondstadt's got the terrain that's annoying to traverse, it's one of the more detailed parts.
More speed.
Oh, okay, maybe 9 hours, How hard can it be, 9 hours?
In this quickly.
Shine time. Shut up.
Inazuma's not that big. I'm sure I could do it in time. Like, how hard can it be? I've got like 4 hours until reset. I'm sure I could do a few islands. I mean, how hard can it be?
And you win.
Crush. Rack and ruin.
Finally. You win. Say no more.
Torn to oblivion.
And so, that's how I wasted 11 hours of my life. The hardest part of it wasn't the endless amount of mobs I had to kill, or all the bosses in the world.
Inazuma shines eternal. Inazuma shines eternal.
The most difficult part was just the boredom. After watching the 50th slime turn to dust, it gets really old. And doing that for over 11 hours for almost no gain or benefit is just the worst feeling. Keyword almost. You see, I had one extra addition planned with this ridiculous challenge, and it was to see how much resources I would gain after doing this. And as copium as it sounds, I could at least find one bright side to it, which, no, it doesn't justify the 11 hours, but it's at least better than nothing. I also found out there's actually a limit to how many items you can receive from normal mobs, and I didn't even reach it until after I cleared all the mobs in Mondstadt and Leeway. So that last 15% that I couldn't even, that last 15% or so wouldn't even be able to affect these numbers aside from the few elites there. And let me tell you, I got quite a bit from all that grinding. But before I tell you that, did you know that 97% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed? If you could hit that red subscribe button right now, it would greatly help the channel and I'd greatly appreciate it. Anyways, to start off, these are all the possible 5-star materials I could have gotten. And overall, I was pretty unlucky with the only increase being in the guaranteed weekly bosses mats. Next, this is 4-star mats dropped from just normal mobs, and overall, I wouldn't say there was any significant profit in any of these that were a surprise since most are from enemies that have fewer spawns. These are all the 4-star drops I could get from bosses, so everything here, other than a few I wasn't able to do, increased just the normal amount that you would come to expect whenever you do them. Now as for the 3-star mats, this is where the gain starts becoming more interesting and noticeable, for as you can see, even though these drops are much less frequent, the sheer volume of farmed mobs still manage to profit to an impressive amounts of materials. And towards the bottom is just the lower rarity form of just the boss's materials for ascending. Now as for 2 stars, the mats themselves may not be worth as much, but the amount that dropped was starting to become ridiculous, with some having gains of over 100 acquired from this much farming. And in some cases, the resources gained here was more valuable in terms of ascensions possible compared to the 3 stars dropped. And the least valuable boss materials attainable are also near the bottom. And as for the most worthless mats, it had the most ludicrous gains in terms of increases, except for the Inazuma resources because of the cap. And while gaining hundreds of these resources were nice, when you divide them down by their highest point, they quickly appear to be in the same ballpark as the 2 and 3-star mats gain. But as you may notice, the amount of Mora is shockingly low. As 370,000 Mora after 11 hours of farming sounds terrible as it is, but it actually becomes worse, since I spent resin at every boss I did and would open chests along the way. So the more realistic number is 200,000 Mora after just 11 hours of grinding. And that's just sad how low that is. You can earn more than that in 5 minutes with 2 condensed resin, which is just a sad, sad disappointment. Now, even though I know I can do this challenge by just starting earlier and it's possible, there's no way in hell I'm ever doing this again. I refuse to waste another 12 plus hours to just kill mobs with the AI of a Monopoly money calculator. If anyone else decides to do this, good luck on going through hell for hours. And honestly, show me. I would be so interested in seeing that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.